Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this mango, coconut and lime cake. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to make the buttermilk, so grab your coconut milk and add in the vinegar, mix until combined, then set aside until needed a little later on. Then grab yourself a large mixing bowl and place in your dry ingredients. They don't have to be in any particular order, but that's the flour, the sugar, the salt, your lime zest, and then give it all a good mix together until combined. I did forget to mention to add in your baking powder as well. Just mix until they're combined, and once they're combined you can then go ahead and start adding the wet ingredients. Again, it doesn't really matter in which order you add these, but as long as they're added you're good. So I added the oil, the buttermilk and then the vanilla extract. Feel free to use coconut extract if you wanted, but you do get enough of a coconut taste from this cake naturally without using artificial coconut. Mix until you have a regular looking cake batter, and once you do, you can then give the bowl a good scraping down, and this will just help incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. Then divide the cake batter between 3 6-inch cake tins which have been lined with parchment paper on the base. Feel free to do the sides as well, but I never do that and it works out perfectly well most of the time. Once you've got them, all the batter weighed out, you can then place into your preheated oven and bake them up. All that information will be on the blog post, which will be linked down below, so don't forget to check it out if you are interested. So while your cakes are baking in the oven, feel free to make the buttercream. So to do this, grab yourself a heat-proof bowl and add in your sugar and egg whites, and then whisk until they are combined, and just keep whisking until you've got like a meringue looking mixture. Once you've done that, you can then place that over a bowl, place a bowl over a saucepan and simmer in water, and just keep whisking until the mixture has become much smoother and glossier. And when you pick some up and rub it between your fingers, you should not be able to feel any granules. If you do, just keep whisking until you don't. Once you don't, you can then transfer that into a stand mixer bowl. A stand mixer will make this much easier. Then just whisk it on a high speed until the mixture is much smoother, glossier and looks a lot more like meringue. And you can touch the bottom of the bowl with the back of your hand as well. Once you've done that and it's ready, you can then start to add in your butter chunk by chunk until it's fully incorporated. Feel free to switch to the beater attachment rather than the whisk, but that's up to you. Add it once all the butter is incorporated, add in the vanilla extract and just mix until incorporated. Then once everything is ready, you can start to assemble and decorate the cake. I wanted to keep it really simple, so I just leveled the cake and just pipe buttercream around the outer edge with a blob, and then filled the centre. And in the centre was just a layer of buttercream with some mango curd. The mango curd was what I had left over from another recipe, and I thought, well, it's better to use it for this than to waste it. But then just repeat the process until you have all of your layers of cake stacked. That's what I would do anyway. So when it comes to the top of the cake, you can decorate it however you would like. I just went with the same decoration as I've done inside of the cake, but instead of putting the curd in between each blob on top, I just did a swirl with a cranked palette knife, and then just did a swirl of kind of the mango curd, but you can do this however you'd like. The choice is really up to you. This is just one of those cakes that's perfect for this time of year where the weather's a bit warmer and you want something a bit more tropical flavoured. This is the kind of recipe that you want, and I recommend making it because it's a really quick and easy cake and your friends and family will love it. So thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description, there'll be links to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to my social media. But that's all for today, I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.